Chargers. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action now. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side complete to Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 34 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Vikings coming back out here on offense. It's been an interesting ride for them so far this season. It's kind of like the Patriots and the Texans and the Vikings, all three started slow, and now they're ramping up. Minnesota's won 3 in a row now, Charles.
You think they had a three-way conversation and said, guys, we're better than this?
All right, let's be contenders.
Let's get it up there. Well, how about this one now? They were 1-2-1, and their head coach Mike Zimmer told all of us media members, guess what, guys? We started 2-2 last year, went 13-3, so don't go to sleep on us at all. And when they beat the Jets this week, how about this for an esoteric stat? That's their first win over the Jets in 5 road matchups. So they've lost their previous 5 to the Jets on the road. They broke through this past weekend.
And now they're home for the Saints, home for the Lions, and then they have their open week.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They go play action here on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Speaking of Adam Thielen, seems like we're praising him every week, and rightfully so. He was over 100 yards again in Week 7, Charles. 5th player in NFL history to do that in 7 consecutive games.
Yeah, how about that? One of only 2 to do so in the first 7 games of the season. Charlie Hennigan of the Houston Oilers being the other one. 9 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown on Sunday. He gets his chance to go for the record. Week 8 at home against New Orleans. What a season Adam Thielen is having.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Gone.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
As the Chargers come back out here, let's look at where they're at 7 games into the season. 5-2. Close win this past week in London against Tennessee. Very dramatic victory. And they won that game, Charles, without Melvin Gordon.
How about that? Because ordinarily no Melvin Gordon means it's tougher to run offense. They just went next man up mentality. They hope to get him back after the open week. But in recent years, didn't it feel like they lost every close game they were in? And that hurt their record overall, and they just missed the playoffs. This year, they're winning those games. Now 5-2, in the same division with Kansas City, who's 6-1 and playing awfully well. You can make an argument that they are two of the best teams in the NFL, maybe right behind the Los Angeles Rams.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set! 380! Keep it skinny!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here's Sherrills. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. First down, here's Cousins. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up, they're hustling up to the line. To throw, Cousins. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Cousins now. And this is going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
White. Hey, 79! 79! Whip. Watch the whip. 5-4.
The first down throw here for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is held in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Point after up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They're 180. Black 15. Come on. Here we go.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake here. Rivers steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Load it. Load it. That 180er. 380. Hey.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
12. Buffalo Wolf. Set. Delta. Hey. I got it. Mike by 5. Mike by 5. Mike by 5. Hey.
Play fake. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
One now a little bit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Left. Let's go. Get hot.
From the gun, Rivers. Flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daniil Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Black, you too.
They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Gun.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Run 80. Hey.
And they'll run it here. Room here to run. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Okay.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here you go, man. Hey!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. Cousins on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
On play action, Cousins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away. And
out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now. Nothing. Need right now. Right now, need crew up right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. Yeah.